This is the Kobe Bryant Film Room. You're now listening to the Behind the Bench Sports Network, man. Shout out to the bench crew. Kelvin, Rashad, JB, Big Dog Talk Sports, man, as we continue to try and give you premium content. Enjoy. Okay, y'all, so I just wanted to stop by real quick and give you guys my take for the All-Star game that happened yesterday night. The event I didn't expect too much out of the event because I know how the previous years have been going so far. So, you know, I didn't think any less than the event that I already did. I already knew these guys really weren't going to compete. But I did have few takeaways from the event of itself. So let me start off with the 3-point contest. And I'm talking about the Trae Young, Damian Lillard, the one Damian Lillard one, right? The 3-point contest. I felt, didn't really feel an emotional attachment to it. Like I was seeing something new. It didn't make me feel any type of way. Dame won it, which was kind of predictable because Dame can shoot that thing, can shoot the three. Trae Young he's a good shooter, but he's kind of more streaky than Dame is. And they're both streaky, but he's a little bit more streaky than Dame is. So, you know, the better shooter won, right? I think Dame is the better 3-point shooter. You have the dunk contest. Now, I thought the dunk contest was really good, right? Oh, let me back up. I forgot about the other 3-point contest between Steph Curry and Sabrina Ionescu or something like that. Man, I thought that girl could shoot. Yeah, her form was pretty. She had confidence in her jump shot and her abilities, and she was knocking them things down, just straight smacking them things, man. And Steph Curry, like we all know him to be the greatest shooter ever, in my opinion, just was, once again, you guys should check out, when you guys get the chance, Steph Curry's drill that he performed at this high school, having all the elite high school players perform the drill, man. This dude is amazing, man. He barely misses. And these are the top high schoolers in the country, and they couldn't even do his drill on the first try, right? So Steph Curry, you know, we all know what and who he is. So it's no surprise that he actually won that event, even though I think that, you know, she shouldn't hang her head low, because that was a great performance on her end as well. The next event would be the dunk contest, right? The dunk contest was, it wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. I enjoyed parts of it. The other parts, not so much, but, you know, I think Jaime Vasquez, or whatever his name is, he did a decent job, you know. I don't think dunking is really his thing. I think he can dunk, but I don't think he's like a flashy type dunk. So, you know, you gotta temper your expectations with certain guys, man. Certain guys you watch and you know whether they have the it factor or not as far as dunking. Like Vince Carter, T-Mac, Jason Richardson, those type of guys, you know. Those guys you expect a certain level from. So I didn't really expect too much. I temper my expectations on anything depending on the player, right? And so he did pretty good, man. I thought he did pretty good as far as Jaylen Brown. Shout out to Jaylen Brown for being the only star player to actually participate in the dunk contest, man. I thought Jaylen Brown was, you know, he kind of was trying to bring that back, you know, stars competing. And even though he didn't win the event, man, he has some good dunks, in my opinion. They weren't all-time great dunks or nothing like that, but they were really good dunks, man. And I feel like Mac McClung, right? Mac McClung continues to show why He should be signed to a roster somewhere, man. You got guys on rosters at the end of the bench can't do the things he can do. He's been balling in the G League dunk contest. He showed out 2 years in a row, just consistently showing that he's a big time performer under the bright lights of something like the All-Star game, man. I thought some of his dunks were really, really crazy, right? It was kind of the same dunk, just done in different ways, but it still was hard nevertheless. Like when he reversed it, when he cradled it, right? Well, he didn't cradle it. He kind of like jumped, reversed, and then caught it, dropped it, and caught it again. I thought that was extremely difficult, right? Then you have Toppin's brother, right? Toppin's brother, man, with that, I think they robbed him. What, they give him like a 47 or 48 or something like that. I think they robbed him, man. He should have got a 50. Because that looked like the same dunk that Jay Rich did back in the day, where he kind of put it through his legs and reversed it, man. And that was a very good dunk, man. And I know, I can imagine how he felt after he seen his scores. Like, did you see what I just did? Like, I just put it through my legs, reversed that thing. But nevertheless, the judges they didn't like it so much. Now, Matt McClung, as we all know, won the dunk contest. So now we get to the All-Star game, right? And I watched the entire All-Star game just to see if they would compete in the third and the fourth quarter. That's all I wanted. I didn't expect them to go all full out the whole game. LeBron did not play the whole game. He's kind of sat down and spectated after playing a few minutes. You had Jokic and Luka Doncic look like damn fools out there, trying to do things they not capable of doing. I felt like Halliburton, the hometown favorite, was trying to put on a show for his people in Indy, and Damian Lillard balled out. I think Jaylen Brown had a pretty decent game too, where he had 36 or something like that. How do I feel about it? I don't think there's anything the commissioner can do, to be honest with you. I think that the money has messed up the game. These players make a lot of money, right? Their mentality, the players of this generation have a completely different mentality that the players of my generation had back in the day, the 90s and the 2000s. They just have a completely different mentality. Like, there's no rule that the NBA can make, like, right? And these fools are considering adding a 4-point line, which would make the game even worse, right? But the three-point game, to me, has really destroyed basketball. And I mean, as far as like the players' approach to it, like they want to get up threes every single possession. No defense. The reason why I believe people aren't impressed is because, bro, you're letting these guys score. Like, it'd be different if Karl Anthony Towns and one of these guys put up 50 and there's Dion. But, people are giving him the lane, and then he's, like, beating his chest and stuff. It's like, come on, bro. Like, and I don't want to be a hater, man. Like, I'm trying to appreciate the game for what it is. But it's hard when you're dealing with a competitive sport. And this is what a lot of the younger guys got to understand, man. When you're dealing with a competitive sport, you expect it to be competitive. Yeah, you want the highlight dunks and things like that, and you could do that, right? You could have a couple of minutes, first to second quarter to kind of, do a little bit of showmanship and things of that nature, but not the whole game. know what I'm saying? Usually, like, I know even in the 2000s, you had a lot of joking and kidding around in the first 2 quarters. But third and fourth quarter, it was time to get down to business, you know, and really compete, man. We want to see the best players in the world guard each other. You know, play defense, man. Try to show a desire to compete. And that's the thing. You gotta show that desire to compete. Right? It's the I'm going to stop you type deal. And we just saw dudes shoot uncontested threes. Damian Lillard did hit some threes that were really far back, which is impressive, but it's not as impressive as seeing somebody dunk, right? You're never gonna get a more impressive basketball play than the slam dunk. And I think that's what fans believe they're being cheated out of, right? Seeing a breakaway fast dunk, seeing defense, seeing just the all-around competitiveness. You know, these are guys who don't want to play 65 games. You got to force them to play 65 games. You know, they're literally mad because they feel like they got to play. So the mentality has to change between the players if we want to see the game return to its former glory. And that's just going to be basically maybe getting this generations of players. This is going to me, in my opinion, this is going to take a full generation change. You know, this generation, they think the way they think. You know, the money's important to them. That's what it's going to be. You know, it ain't going to be no, hey, I'm just going to go to my hotel room, you know what I'm saying, invite some girls over, you know, after this game, get drunk before the game. Guys ain't prepared to play, you know, guys half-assing it during it, you know. And I was disappointed in Giannis for saying those guys were competing at a high level. They weren't, you know. To me, I thought that was a slap in our face for him to actually say that. But overall, the All-Star game was bad, in my opinion. Now, there was certain parts that I did like. I did like the presentation is always on point. The 3-point shootout and the dunk contest were the 2 events that shine. And I'm talking about Steph Curry and that girl, and the dunk contest shined the brightest. The other ones were like, I don't feel a type of way. Congratulations to Dame for winning the other 3-point contest, but like I said, it just didn't. I don't know. It didn't hit for me for whatever reason. And what can they do to make it better? I don't think they can do anything. I really don't. You know, it just is at a point. It's either you're gonna watch or you're not. You know, you're gonna watch or you're not. So that's the deal. That's my thoughts on the All-Star game. You can you can give players money, extra money, and whatever. Maybe that'll turn some star players to play in the dunk contest. Maybe, but these guys are more worried about how they look in their brand. You know what I'm saying? They all trying to impress the women. They all trying to get deals, endorsement deals, and things like that. So, you know, over time, you know, when money's involved, man, it just gradually ruins everything, you know. And you can't bring back that natural hunger. It's kind of hard. But anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. Just wanted to chime in real fast, give my take on the All-Star game. And this is the Kobe Bryant Film Room, man. And I'll holla.